Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 9 of the Operation Motorsport podcast. Tonight, we're here with myself, Richard Davenport. I'm a U.S. Navy and Army veteran, deployed to Afghanistan one time. That's about it. Got, I'll say Casey Sobel over here. I'll let him introduce himself.
Yeah, Casey Sobel, retired RCAF aircraft mechanic for about 19 years. Only cool
Damien
trips.
Castro.
I'm Damien, 13-year Army vet. Did a couple tours overseas.
And Justin. How about you, sir?
Army vet, 10 years. Had one trip over into Iraq, and that was about it.
One's about all it takes, right?
Yeah, that's all it does.
That's all you need.
That's all I did. It blew me up and called it a day. You know?
Right.
Yeah,
Back,
right.
the doctor's like, all right, you're taking your broke self home.
Get done
All
with
right.
that one, and it's like, yep, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Casey, is that one of the racetrack polos?
It is.
That is
It
so BA, dude. Is that
Yeah.
from FEL? Dude, I need to get one.
He's
I need to get
fancy.
one. I need it for work, man. I've got to have like racing polos because I don't have any right now. I've just got all golf polos, so it look like I'm going out to do some golfing.
I'll hook you up. I'm getting one for Johnny, so I'll hook you up.
Hell yeah, dude. We'll talk later for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Thank
All
you,
right,
sir.
Casey, I'll turn it over to you. Let you speak to Mr. Justin here.
Yeah, so
AKA
Justin,
Speedy.
yeah, I've been doing okay in the league. How'd you end up hearing about Operation Motorsport?
This guy right up here, Mr. Fashionably Late.
What?
He sent me a message and on Discord, and I ignored him for about a month, and then finally I responded. I said, "Hey, your link is expired."
They gave you one of those limited time invites. That's what it was.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
How do you find doing the e-motorsport stuff's kind of helped with any of your stuff from when you were in the service?
It's giving me something to do and people to talk to. That's something I really haven't had much of in a long time, is a community to be a part of and people to actually talk to on a day-to-day basis. I've been out of work, been fully VA disabled since 2020. So been fairly isolated until Damien decided to pester me.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the most common things. Like, I don't talk to anyone outside of this. When I go to the racetrack, I'm interacting, and I actually find the e-motorsport stuff is more involved for me. Gets me out of my isolation.
Absolutely.
And thanks, Damien, for getting another one in here.
It's
So
a
on the
trend.
yeah,
Trend.
on the league, you're kind of crushing it. How long have you been sim racing?
What I consider sim racing, I got into, what year was it? 23? I've been doing it for 3 years now.
Nice.
I've played Forza Motors. I preferred Forza Motorsport, but I've been playing Forza Motorsport since I was in high school back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, like I played racing games like in the early 90s, and then I probably took like 20 years off and only got back
I
in
forgot
because
about
of Richard.
NASCAR. I cannot remember what NASCAR game it was. It was late 90s on PC. My mom would always get so mad at me because I was playing NASCAR on the computer and she needed to use
I think that was a
Those
common
are-
thing back then.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
that's not a problem anymore. Computers are so prevalent. Back in the day,
Dude,
man,
I'll
that
date
was-
myself and just say that, when I was playing on the internet as a kid, my mom would get mad at me because I was tying up the phone line.
Exactly. Same.
Oh,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
lost Casey.
Casey, I think your audio is still working, but you may have to refresh to get your.
There it goes.
There we go.
Yeah, so just to preface, because we kind of glazed over this a little bit, but Justin is like dominating the pro bin category for the league. He's consistently running about 10 seconds a race
Oh, wait,
faster.
are we talking about Justin Verstappen?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
who that guy is.
Yeah, that guy.
So
I'm
I
gonna
don't know,
have to give
you
him
bend it
penalty
pretty hard
points
at
at the next
Daytona,
race.
though.
Yeah.
he did bend it at Daytona. He is right on.
What was that? What did you hit at Daytona? Was it the sausages coming out of bus stop?
No, going through the bus stop, the second part of the right,
Right.
if you hit the curbing wrong, you don't even have to hit the sausage, but if you hit the regular curbing wrong and be on the throttle
right.
at the wrong time, it just sends you straight into the wall. So there's no saving it.
How bad was the car? Was the car like just absolutely done? Like you had to go back
I
in.
think I had a meatball.
No, yeah, that makes sense
Yeah.
then.
Yeah,
The
was
one
bad.
time he hasn't crossed the checkered in first place.
I think
Sorry,
I finished
Casey, I didn't
that
mean to
race
hijack you.
29th overall.
That's all good.
Yeah, 29th overall. It was the one time I could say I actually beat you in a race.
Yeah. Yep. You can better hold on to that one.
Dude, I'm holding on to it for dear life. Like, the iRacing, like the certificates and stuff you get for winning and stuff. I'm gonna have one made. I'm gonna take one and Photoshop it that says "Beat Justin Knoll at Daytona for race 1 of season 13," and I'm gonna put it on my wall.
Did you print off the I Survived medal I sent you?
No, I haven't printed it off yet. I've got to order a new color printer because the printer that I have here is for work, so it's not color because obviously for obvious reasons with my job. So I've got to order a color printer so I can start doing some of that stuff. Plus, on top of that, I think the wife wants to get a photo printer so she can print out a bunch of the kids' photos and stuff. So I think that's our next like electronic purchase, if you will, and other sim things.
There you go. I better see it when you print it.
Yes, sir. Will do.
Just something I'd like to ask everyone after they've been doing this. Is there anything you'd like to say to anyone that might be listening, kind of on the fence of applying for the immersion or diversion therapy?
Just do it. You may, like with me, like I said, I ignored Damien for a month about it. But trust me, it's been so much fun since I joined Operation Motorsport. I've had just a blast, even just hanging out in Discord during, day-to-day things, just chilling. It's so relaxing, and just that community aspect just reduces the stress level so much.
Yeah, I agree.
Just do it. Just Nike, okay? Just do it.
Lachelle, that's not copyrighted. We didn't plan that.
No. I'm not getting paid.
But Nike, get at us, if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Nike. We've got jerseys that need to be made. So Nike, come on.
So I think we had some virtual and some real world races too. If you guys want to talk about that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we had for the league, we raced since our last episode. We raced at Fuji over in Japan, and then we went to Spa in Belgium. Both of those were pretty interesting races. We had at Fuji. We had a Porsche that started the space program. That was pretty cool in the middle of the race.
You joined the Space Force.
Yeah, launched it off of the sausage curves there, and then. But overall, it was a pretty clean race, I think. I mean, there's incidents here and there. That's a very technical track. Of course, Justin won the race. And
luckily,
of course,
I did get hit by an admin, so...
No. That's not what happened. We were side drafting, and there was a little touch. It was little.
It was just a kiss.
Just a little kiss.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Just a little one.
Spot was pretty good as well. Although I would say that was probably our most chaotic race from just calamity occurring.
I think that's every race there.
Yeah. Somehow I wound up leading the beneficiary class, which I still don't understand.
I'm going to have to go back and look at the replay because I didn't see it on the broadcast what happened to cause that.
It was me. It was my son. My son did it. So
I have no idea.
I'm not in the beneficiary class anymore. But I was up front, and I had there was a couple guys behind us, but on the broadcast it still shows me as the beneficiary class. So they were counting me as the beneficiary class leader. And coming up to Blanchiment, I had gotten into the inside of my own kid, and my own kid he swore he gave me enough room. And as we were getting into Blanchiment, it was that love tap that you and me had at Fuji. But he so aggressively love tapped me that he just decided to push my car into the tire barrier, and it exploded. And then Richard went by, and then Sean went by, and
Richard
I was stuck.
Somehow it still came out ahead.
Yeah, I think
we did see Richard spin.
Yeah, I think you were far enough ahead of Sean that you there was like. Even though you spun, you recovered it fast enough before he got in there. So at least that's what I think it is. We'd have to go back and watch it again.
And then for our next race coming up in 2 Tuesdays from now, we have Monza, but we're not doing regular old Monza. We're doing Monza combined. So we're going to have the oval plus the whole Monza circuit. So that's Damien's brainchild. Yeah. I think it'll be pretty fun though. It's very I know it's very challenging though to figure out. It's not like NASCAR, right? Like in NASCAR, I'm like, well, I'm just going to tuck it down on the line on the low side, and generally that's the fastest line through, in my experience. On Monza, like I try to tuck it on the line, but the line is like halfway up the oval, and if you try to play in the lower part of the oval, it's like you're risking your life because your car it's so bumpy and you're all over the place. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I selected that track for a couple reasons. One, you know, it kind of gives you a little bit of a taste of things possibly to come, right? That we're working on. But it also adds kind of that aspect of a road course and an oval at the same time. And I don't know if any of you guys did it, but I did it for one of the week 13s. They did GT3s at Daytona.
Yep.
Oh, I did do that, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it was an absolute. I mean, obviously it was an unranked race. You know, it's week 13 in iRacing, so the shenanigans galore happen, right? So I mean, it was just an absolute wreck fest. But the one thing that I've noticed, especially within our league, is we have a lot of guys that do a lot of different disciplines. It's not just sports car, right? We have guys that are, you know, they're dabbling in oval racing. Some of the guys are doing dirt ovals and dirt road, and I know Richard and Steve Reyna, they're doing a formula. They've been knocking out formula all week, and you know they're moving up. Congratulations on your promotion for week 13, by the way.
Yeah,
So
I'm A
to
class.
me, for me, it was, you know, the Temple of Speed is always going to be the Temple of Speed, but being able to get a GT3 car north of 170, 175 miles an hour going down the straight at Monza, and then having to regulate where you're going to brake, you know, the 150, the 200, the 100 at 170 miles an hour into turn one. That's why I left all the chicanes in, because it still gives our drivers the opportunity to get used to Monza as a track, right? But you also get to have a little bit of fun and go on the old track that, you know, gets rarely used, but mostly for classic races. So I just, you know, we bought the whole track. We're using the whole track. That's my whole thought process behind that one. So we'll see how it goes. I hope it goes great. A lot of guys have already told me that they're enjoying the drive on it. So we'll see for sure.
I will say you can race GT3s 3 wide through the oval there.
Yes.
I know this from league experience in a different league that I've done before.
Yes, you can.
It is possible.
Scary.
Well,
Yes,
somebody has to
very
catch you first.
possible.
Somebody has to catch you first, Justin. So, like,
Well, so
We're gonna
this
set up
other
a
league that I
roadblock
did it in.
at the exit of the oval actually Justin's getting a 45-second penalty to start the race.
I thought you
He
were
has
going to make
start
me
at the
do
back of the
a
field.
pit start.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pit start at Monza, so that way you're not finishing the race and disconnecting while everybody still has like 5 laps to go. You know what I mean? Like, we can't have you completely Max Verstappening, and unfortunately, iRacing doesn't give me the ability to like damage his car. You know, like, oh, you had a turbo coupling break. You must go into the pit now. You know, I mean, I could black flag him. You know,
You could.
yeah. But we're
just
not
not
going to
right,
do
man.
that. Not in the league. The league's all about having fun, and you know, I mean, if Justin wins again, that's awesome. We'll have to get him a special trophy. We'll just get him a Max Verstappen. Yeah, a Max Verstappen helmet.
I'm special.
Yeah, there you go. Add it to my shelf over here.
Let's see. I guess I'll spoil it. We had a poll for season 14. How did that turn out, Damien?
You said you were going to spoil it, brother. Go for it.
I did. I said we had the poll.
Well, we had a poll. We had a poll for season 14. So we're going back to our season 12 format. So we are going to be doing Pro and Pro Ben and LMP2s. And our Benz and our Open class will be in GT3 cars. I do have the track list, and we can talk about that in a minute, and I can tell you exactly what the tracks are this season.
We're going to hear it here first. Breaking news.
Yeah, this is breaking news. I haven't even told the guys yet. I haven't even told my buddy yet. The guy who helps me actually put together the seasons. Yeah, it's my bad. Well, you know what? We're here. We're going to do it. Screw it. All right. So our track list for this season is we're starting in Road America. Road America is the first one. That'll be taking place. Hold on, I got to put on my old man glasses really quick. That'll be Tuesday, January 5th Then we're going to Japan. We're heading to Suzuka for round 2. Round 3 will be Sebring International Raceway. Round 4, we're going to be all the way out at Algarve International Circuit.
Portimao.
So Portimao. After Portimao, we're heading over to the Red Bull Ring. So we'll be at the Red Bull Ring. And then round 6, we are going to Misano World Circuit. Then after that, we're going to Watkins Glen. And our final round, which is always an hour race, will be at Alton Park Circuit International. So we're going to be traveling all over the world again. I kind of want to get everybody out on as many tracks as we can and get, as much experience as we can. The more the guys are on the track, the better. We may change Alton Park just because of the LMP2s, but I'll defer to the rest of the staff since I kind of was like this one. So I picked some favorite tracks of some of the guys that, this was all put in polls and questions that we asked within our server. That's pretty much how I plan out seasons, is it's always decided by the community. The community is going to turn around and they're going to say, hey, these are my favorite tracks. These are my favorite cars. Then a poll will go up. Like this season for season 14, we did a poll for the cars. You never know what happens with season 15. Season 15 may be me and Richard just saying, you know what, we're driving these cars this season, and we'll let everybody pick the tracks. Or we'll let them pick all of season 15. We don't know. We'll see what happens. So that's what we've got going on. We also have Johnny has started. Johnny has a new position within our Discord. He's our driver development lead. He has started I think it's starting on the 28th. Is that what he said? Do you remember?
I think so, if he has his pedals by then.
Yeah. So the 28th, Johnny is starting our driver development league. So it's not going to be as structured or broadcast at first like we do with our regular league stuff. This one is just going to be for driver development. It's going to be an opportunity for people like Justin and the rest of our professionals, Johnny, to kind of educate and help the guys out who are new and need that little bit of extra help. I know I'll be in there because there's definitely things I can do better on the track. It's not just for rookie drivers that have never driven before and really need the help. It's for everybody, right? Everybody's going to be in there. Everybody's going to be helping out. A lot of our pro guys are fast aliens, or as we call them here at Operation Motorsport, are Justins, right? Not aliens, just Justins. They're always there to help. And, you'll see that even in the league. If you just come and hang out in our Discord, if you join in with us with our diversionary therapy program, and you come and race with us, if you're on track and you're having an issue, you can ask the question in the VC, and you're going to get responses from guys that you're literally watching put down lap times you would never think that you could run. And then next thing you know, you're getting very close to their times. And it's amazing the amount of stuff you can learn from these guys. And it's not just driver skill on the track. It's setup of your sim rig. It's how to set up your pedals correctly, how to set up your rig correctly, viewing distance to your monitor. It's everything. Like they'll help you out with all of it. And it's really great. It's one of the pluses of our community is nobody comes in and goes, oh, great, Damien's here. Well, they do for that because it's me. So, but like everybody else joins in, like we have Jacob from the UK who joins in all the time. And every time he joins, it's instantly beans on toast. He's one of my favorite British dudes in the world. I love Jacob to death. So, but we do that constantly. We love hanging out with each other. Race days, I'm so glad they don't broadcast what's going on in the Discord during the race.
Yeah.
that'd be terrible.
It'd be a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. But it's super fun. If you're on the fence about it, if you're not sure, join the Discord. Come hang out with the guys, watch them race, because a lot of them do that. They'll put it up, they'll share their screen in Discord and you can watch them go around track. There's a lot of times Justin's done it to me where I'm running a certain race and I'm having an issue. And, because we're friends in iRacing, he'll spectate what I'm racing and I'll go off track or I'll screw something up and he'll be like, hey buddy, that's not the right direction. You're supposed to go left, not right. And I'm like, thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
I do that to a lot of people.
You do, you do. But it's good fun. Come hang out, dude. I promise you, it's the best time you've ever had. I'm not going to finish that statement because I'm going to get yelled at by Michelle. But it's the best time you've ever had with shoes on.
So there's your preview of season 14, and you got some breaking news out of it. So that's pretty good. Also on the sim side, we are preparing for the virtual Veterans Race of Remembrance. So that's going to be on October 10th, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern. So if you're a sim racer and you're interested in participating, you don't have to be a veteran to participate. You're more than welcome to come in and look us up on Grid Finder. Thank you. Shout out Grid Finder. Look us up on Grid Finder, sign up for the race as a driver. It'll be a team race. You pick your own teams, but you sign up individually. And then we also we're working on might have some special guests there. I confirmed one this week, and I'll give you some more. If you're not listening to this episode of the podcast, you're going to miss a lot of stuff that's breaking news. But we have officially confirmed that at least Matt Malone will be there to race with us in the Virtual Veterans Race of Remembrance. So we at least have Matt Malone, and we're working on some others as well. So it'll be a cool experience. With the Virtual Veterans Race of Remembrance, we also are prepping for the actual Veterans Race of Remembrance, which will be in November 2nd through the 9th, I think is when all the beneficiaries will be there in Virginia and North Carolina. And I'll take a little bit to talk about this. And me and Casey are the only two that have been to it, although might be a chance someone else here is going to be going this time. Justin, maybe, but we'll see. But if you're a veteran and you're looking at the program and you're wondering, like, what this is about, the way I look at it is throughout the race season, if you're in the motorsport immersion side of things, you kind of go out and you build your skill set amongst your team, right? Like whatever team you're on. Like for Casey, that's Auto Eclectic, right? For me, I'm a photographer, so it's for Operation Motorsport. But everybody goes to their individual teams and they build up their skill set and they get familiar with whatever their role is with their team. And then at the end of the year, we bring all of that together and we try to assemble a team of veterans from the top down, from the crew chief all the way down to the fire bottle, as all disabled veterans. And we see if we can put those skills to the test with real race cars on a real racetrack and a real race. And so, if you're a veteran and you're looking at Operation Motorsport and you're like, man, I keep hearing about VROR, the Veterans Race for Remembrance. I keep wanting to put the virtual in front. That's what it's all about. And you can have the opportunity to come and hang out. And we'll do team building exercises as well. Like last year, we went to it was like an Olympic whitewater facility back in the day, but now they put up like some like a challenge course, and you can go out there and you do some team building activities together, and that was a lot of fun. And then you had Magic Michelle, because you got to come up with a nickname for yourself, basically, that describes you. But we also shout out Ford. Ford brought the diversionary therapy guys out to see their simulator. So we got to. I try to do laps. I got nauseous. Got real motion sick on their sim there. But they let us see all the sims. The NASCAR sim. We got to see the prototype sim and the road car sim, the one they use for like the Mustang and the Mustang Cup cars and all of that. And so that was really cool. And then the winner of that race, the fastest lap time, it wasn't a race. The fastest lap time, which was Ian Carney, he actually got as a trophy. They gave him a grill piece out of a dark horse or a Mustang Cup car, which was pretty cool.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it was super sick. Yeah, so shout out to Ford for that. I can't say that we're going to do that this year. I have no idea. I'm not on the planning side of that, but wanted to say thank you to Ford for the opportunity last year. And Random Vandals supported us a lot as well. Spent a lot of time at their shop getting the cars prepped and everything. And the Vandals had our two BMW cars that we ran at the race, and then we had a Power Sport Garage, right? Casey, I didn't butcher that. That ran the two Miatas for us. So it's a good time. So yeah, I like I said, I don't know what they're planning this year, and I would hate to speak out of turn and say something is coming that's not coming. But there's a lot of cool stuff that happens at the Veterans Race Remembrance, and you'd be missing out if you don't take an opportunity to get out there. And you can do it even if you don't want to do the immersion side, the motorsport immersion side. Diversionary therapy, they're sending out I think 4 veterans this time from specifically just the diversionary side to go out. So part of also the Veterans Race Remembrance, which is always really cool and it's really emotional when you see it for the first time, is the Hood campaign. And the hood campaign is going on right now. You can go to operationmotorsport.org. And if you have a veteran in your life that you would like to honor by putting on the hood of the cars that will race at the Veterans Race for Remembrance, it's a $22 donation. And then all of that money goes back to supporting us as veterans, to get us to races, to get us, to get us to and from a race, to feed us, to lodge us, outfit us, do all of those things. So it's not like you're just throwing your money into a void. So yeah, if you are looking for an organization to support and a way to support them, that's a fairly low barrier for entry. And you'll get a cool result because you'll get to see the cars, you'll get pictures of the cars. Some photographer will be getting photos of the cars, and you get to see all of that. I think that's it for the sim world, and a pretty good transition to the real world, unless Justin wants to add anything on the sim world side.
Nah.
I will add that, but I do want to take a second real quick and give a shout out to some individuals. First off, one of our partners, iRacing. You guys are amazing. Thank you for everything you guys have done for us and set up for us. I couldn't pick a better sim to be in, and I couldn't pick a better bunch of guys to be a part of. Kim, Angela, you guys are amazing. You guys have been a help through and through, and have got us, an amazing platform to use, and we love you for it. Thank you. I also want to shout out Daniel from Daniel Newman Racing. We met Daniel at the Sim Expo. As a matter of fact, it's quite a funny story. Richard was like, "Hey, Damien, look who it is," and I was like, "Hey," and he's like, "It's Daniel." I was like, "Daniel." He's like, "Daniel Newman." I was like, "Oh, what's up, man? How you doing?" So we sat down for a conversation with him, and he was completely on board with us. He is one of our big sponsors. We love him to death. He's done huge things for us. He's bringing his endurance team. I think the last time I talked to him, it's like 8 guys from his endurance team, from the Daniel Newman endurance team, that will be at our virtual race of remembrance, which is really cool. Hopefully Daniel will be there too. Don't know. It's a super different time frame, especially over there in Europe, or in England, but Europe, England, same, I guess. On the other side of the pond, it's a huge time difference. Husingveld. The Husingveld guys actually approached me and talked to me about it and told me to reach out to them once we got back home so that they could talk to us. Amazing individuals. Absolutely love them to death. Thank you so much, Husingveld, for everything you guys have done for us and continue to do for us.
While we're on Husingveld,
yep,
we got someone here that got a set of the pedals that could say thanks personally.
Yeah. Thank you, Husingveld. Putting them to pretty good use here.
Yeah, you are. And then we have other individuals. CrowdStrike has been a huge part of our organization. Absolutely love them to death. We've already mentioned Random Vandals, but I've got to give a shout out to them again, because I mean they're always putting down for us. They brought out the car for the Sim Expo. They've always been a part of our program. Love them to death. Just like we love all the teams that we work with: Meyer Shank, Pratt Miller. The guys at FEL, Auto Technic, all those guys are amazing. Thank you so much for taking care of our guys and letting them be a part of your team. Again, just everybody who's been a part of it. Grid Finder, Trophy AI. Trophy AI is great. I love their program. Even some of our pro guys use it to find just little tenths here and there. So it's a really good program. Give them a try. Absolutely love them to death. I can't say enough about our partners and sponsors and the individuals who donate to us and take care of us. And, I mean, it really pulls at my heartstrings. I'm trying not to tear up here because I'm just super excited about all these companies that really help us out, and that, it really does change these guys' lives. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And I thank you so much. And I can't wait to see what 2027 brings and what the rest of this year brings. So again, thank you. That's what exciting. I'm leaving it alone.
Yeah, I mean, with going back to iRacing just briefly, being at the track is awesome. All right, I love going to the racetrack. I have a stupid grin on my face the whole time I'm there. But to me, the real support from the organization, like peer-to-peer support, it does happen at the racetrack. But then once you leave the racetrack, it tails off, right? But the Discord community is where all of the peer-to-peer support on a day-to-day basis happens, right? Because we lose, how it is. If you're not physically with someone, you kind of lose touch with them, and you kind of just don't check in like you should, which we probably all are guilty of. But the Discord community, was built around iRacing, and now it's like a very important part. I know for me, it's a very therapeutic place to be. It gets me through my workday where I'd probably be losing my mind if I didn't have the Discord and something to keep me distracted audibly. And so, huge thank you to iRacing for being the foundation for which all of that was built on. Can't say enough about it.
Really can't. We
Real
won't talk
world.
about how much money I've spent on iRacing because I'll get in trouble if the wife
Yeah,
watches.
me either. Me either.
No, I haven't spent any money on iRacing.
In the real world, we had a couple of races, and I'll just turn this over to Casey because he's the only one that had any races. So how'd it go?
So 3 GPR, it's probably one of my favorite tracks in Canada. It's, I think, the oldest street track in North America that's been consistently running. It was a great time, except one of our drivers did have their car written off there. So it wasn't
Wait,
good.
what?
Yeah, he damaged the frame. It didn't look like a bad accident, but when we started pulling pieces apart, he ended up damaging the axle, and I think he had damage to the engine too and the frame. It's a rough weekend.
Yeah.
I think
No doubt.
3 of our cars were in incidents there. It's a pretty tight track too, though. You expect it there. And then directly after that, I think we had like 4 days off, and we were at the inaugural Markham Honda dealers Indy, which is a pretty cool experience. Day one, kind of what I would expect on like a deployment. Nothing's ready, and they weren't even sure if the show was going to go on. But when we woke up Saturday morning, everything was a go. We even got, we weren't going to have our time because NASCAR took one of our practices, but we actually ended up getting our practice quali and 2 races in, ended the show. I think we only had 1 incident, which was actually 2 of our guys tapping each other. Not great for the end of the race. My guy won P1 for the Masters, and then he got a P3, even recovered from a spin and was able to catch back up.
Is that the race you missed with us?
No, that was 3 GPR. I honestly can't remember where he placed there. It was pretty hectic 2 weeks.
Yeah, I bet if he cut the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever designed that Markham track, man, that one hairpin,
That
you know?
hairpin, if
That
you want a
hairpin
funny
was-
story, NASCAR was on the track first. We were watching it right up at the hairpin, and we were like, let's just scoot back. We got to get our cars ready. And probably 5 feet in front of me, first crash happened directly in
Golly.
front of us. I was like,
That's crazy.
that was bad. And then little picture, and then went on our way.
It sounds like a bunch of race fans.
Yeah. He was fine. It was a very slow spin, and he just tapped the front. First accident there, you got to get a picture of it.
I could definitely see that coming out of race teams. Like, ooh, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. That's not the optimal racing line, sir. You see Justin hanging onto the catch fence. Sir, you're not supposed to turn there.
Sure, you can't park there.
I love it.
And then while we're still sort of around the GP3R and all of that, we did mention on the last podcast episode about Philip Bertrand, I think is his name. I might be butchering that. I'm sorry if I am, but he's a photographer that was injured at Calabogie. And from what I've seen online, it seems like he's on his road to recovery. He's doing pretty well. I think they talked to him, and he said the biggest thing that he was upset about was that he was going to miss GP3R. So it sounds like he's in good spirits and doing better. So we're all relieved and very happy to hear that he's doing better, because that's scary.
Yeah, and just on that, our photographer was actually standing beside him a little before that accident happened. He saw him standing where he was, and he's like, just so you know, it's kind of a sketchy spot. And he said he will never, ever, ever go back near that area again after watching that happen.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, it's an intense accident.
Yeah, there was 2 big accidents pretty close together, 2 different series, but it's pretty wild.
I doubt he'll hear it, but shout out your photographer, Alex, too. That's a good dude, man. I love that dude.
Yeah, he's a wicked dude.
Yeah.
Go Fast Photography if you ever looking for
look
someone.
Him up on Instagram if you're listening to this. Look up Go Fast Photography on Instagram. Awesome guy. Let's see what else we have. IMSA getting ready to race at VIR, though that's going to be. I always mess this up because I can never remember who races there. I think it's just the LMP2s and the GT3s. I think so. You'll have no GTP cars out there, and it'll be a sprint race.
Yes, yeah, it's just LMP2 and GT3. It's not the GTP cars.
Anyways,
yeah, it's not the GTP cars. Not saying that I've ever done it in real life, but I've driven a GTP car in iRacing on VIR, and it's not fun. And I love the GTP cars, so I'm just saying it's not fun.
And then the Michelin Pilot MVP Challenge will still race there. So I think that's the full field racing for both of those. So yeah, we hope to see some good racing out there. And then we got SRO heading to Road America, where not too long ago IMSA came from, which was a crazy IMSA race for the inaugural 6-hour at Road America. By the way, if you haven't got a chance to watch that, go back and watch the highlights. And if you watch the highlights, you'll hear our boy Nolan.
Yeah,
because they reused his command to start the engines to start the Road America race. So yeah,
did
definitely.
we ever talk about our 6 hours, like the endurance team 6 hour in the podcast?
Did we?
Remember if we did?
I'm not sure if we did. I know we did the real life, but I'm not sure if we did the endurance team.
If we didn't, we did pretty well. We had 2 cars podium. Myself and Nolan, mostly Nolan. Podium. We got P3 in the LMP2, and then I'll let Damien tell you about his experience.
Yeah, it was me and Brandon Mateo in the BMW GTP Evo, and we finished 3rd overall. And then I know Brian and Cam were in the McLaren, and they finished 7th in their class. So we had a really good showing for the 6 hour. It was really good. If we didn't talk about it, we did talk about the 24-hour Daytona. Our next one coming up for the endurance team will be the 1,000 kilometers of Suzuka. I think that's our next one. And then I think after that, it's Petit Le Mans. But we'll talk about that at another podcast at another time.
Speaking of, though, Nolan is trying to run the Daytona Global Endurance Tour 24-hour this weekend.
I can't, unfortunately.
I can't. I was like, who are you going to run it with? It's short notice. Like, you can let people know you want to run that thing.
Yeah, I gotta take the wife to the Prickly Pear Festival out here, so no racing for me this weekend.
We saw in our league race how much I like Daytona.
I'll let him know you want to run it, Justin.
Yeah. No.
Go ahead and send him the text message, bro.
No. Bye, guys. No.
All of a sudden, Justin leaves the Discord. We're like, no. Yeah, that's okay. That's fair.
So the one question that we didn't ask you, Justin, that we've recently started asking is, what was your first sim setup like?
It was a Moza R5 bundle.
Oh, you're fancy starting out. Look at you.
Yeah, I had what did I even put it on? I think I just clamped it down to my regular desk, and I have a 46-inch old LCD that I bought new. I bought this thing new in, I don't know, 2007, 2008. I've had this TV since then. It still works perfect, not a single pixel out of it. But that was my first setup, this big 46-inch TV sitting 3 feet away from me.
Crazy. Well,
moved up a little since then.
Advanced since then.
Just a little?
Only spent a few thousand more.
Yeah.
What was it? It was yesterday. Weren't we sitting there actually adding up yesterday? How much money we've spent?
I didn't go through you and say, okay, this exact amount for this thing, this exact amount for this thing. I just estimated.
It wasn't exact amounts, but it was very, very close.
You were listing dollar amounts though.
Well, yeah, because I'm
for
not
each item.
I don't want to.
Well, I don't know how much.
My chair was $349.54.
There you go. See, doing it again. 2 days in a row.
My bad, bro. My bad. I'm attention to detail. I love it.
I know.
All right. Well, I think we got a pretty full episode out of this one. We're at 45 minutes. You guys got any? We'll start with Damien. Damien, final thoughts?
No, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for being a part of our program. Justin, thank you for finally talking to me again and coming over and being a part of Operation Motorsport. It's awesome to have you here. Casey, you're an amazing brother. I love you. Thank you for the shirt, even though I don't have it yet. I know how you work. I appreciate you.
Casey might get upset at me, but I'm gonna throw Casey under the bus a little bit.
Throw him under the bus. Do it. Do it.
So I just wanted to go circle back to the Husingveld thing real quick, because Casey had a set of pedals that he was using when he got the Husingveld pedals, and I won't name them because they're not Husingvelds, but the fact that Casey got the Husingveld pedals helped another veteran out whose pedals broke and who was going to have to quit sim racing. So Husingveld, even though those other pedals weren't your pedal, if you hear this, we want to say thank you, because that one set of pedals actually got two veterans racing. So it means a lot, because Casey was able to send the pedals that he had to the other veteran who had his pedals break. And Casey, you're awesome for that. I understand there's some other stuff that went out to him too, but yeah, you're a good human being, man.
Thank you. Yes. Want to give back. Anyone that's in need, I've always got stuff kicking around. So all you gotta do is ask.
Yeah. So true. So true.
Yeah.
I love
Casey. Final thoughts, Casey?
Just anyone who doesn't know what the Veteran Racer Remembrance is, check it out on YouTube. I think even the documentary is free if you go to Operation Motorsport website. You can check that out, kind of see what it was like in Wales, and then you can see on YouTube what the VROR is like stateside. That's all I got.
Justin, final thoughts?
Oh, it was great being here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And for me, as always, thank you, Justin, for being here. Damien and Casey, thanks for being here as well. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Be back in September with another episode, and hope you enjoyed the podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Later.